Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudoku and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a Sudoku variant, actually a hybrid variant consisting of three constraints in it. And this Sudoku was constructed by Ray Waldin, and I really thank the author for giving us an opportunity to cover a video on our channel. So this Sudoku I was asked by one of my friend to solve this Sudoku, and after solving I realized it's really an excellent Sudoku. The construction is really amazing. As you can see the theme here, it's a really excellent theme. So 7878, the givens are 69 and 696. So excellent theme, and as you can see the arrow in the middle box, the circle cell in the middle box, and the arrow stems are excellently placed with the four arrows in the four boxes. It's a really excellent theme Sudoku, and it was the Sudoku was named as Morning Sunshine Sudoku. So really perfect theme I would say according to the name. So I really thank the author for giving us an opportunity to cover a video on this channel, and I'll explain what are the rules briefly before solving the Sudoku. So the first constraint, as you can see, is the arrow Sudoku. So the constraint here says that each on the circle cell, the sum of the numbers on the arrow stem is equal to the number on the circle cell, right? So as you can see, this all the arrows here has only one circle, which means that the sum of this the number on this circle cell will be equal to the sum of the numbers on this arrow, sum of the numbers on this arrow separately, this arrow separately. So for every arrow, right? So same way the sum of the numbers on these two cells would be equal to the number here. That is what the arrow Sudoku rule says. The second is the quadruple. So as you can see here in the four boxes here, boxes 1, 3, 7 and 9, there is a circle and few digits given inside the circle. So that indicates that the numbers will have to be inside these four cells. In this box, 1 and 3 would have to be inside these four cells. Any other two number, there is no restriction on the other two numbers, but one of the two numbers will have to be 1 and 4. Here would have to be 2, 3, 4. Here it would have to be 1 and 5. The third constraint is the inequality symbol, as you can see here. So this cell would be lesser than this cell. Same way this cell would be greater than this cell would be greater than this cell, and this cell would be greater than this cell. And apart from it, classic Sudoku rules apply. So with that, we'll start solving this Sudoku. So I have already solved this Sudoku, so I know at few points I know where I have to look out for the logic, but even I might get stuck because I solved a few days ago, but it's really an excellent Sudoku, I would say again. And one more important thing that I would like to say is that the interface that I am solving in is called sudokulab.net. So there is a website called sudokulab.net, and I would really recommend you to check out the interface. It's an excellent interface. The interface it actually helps you solve logically. It usually does solving, creating, even it checks for brute force, everything. All the 9 it actually does on all the 9 by 9 Sudokus. Right now the interface is done only for 9 by 9 Sudoku, but stay tuned. In the interface you will have much more features coming in the future. So this Sudoku lab is by Ray Waldin itself. So I will add the link in the description below for the website name, sudokulab.net. You can just check the interface. It's a really excellent one. And right now the Sudoku that we are solving is also the sudokulab.net. Uses the interface from the sudokulab.net, right? And with that, we'll start solving this Sudoku. So as you can surely say that the easy thing is that 9 will never be on the arrow stem and 1 will never be on the circle. So for this box, 9 would have to be here, right? Easy one. And with that, I can say that I can get a few more 9s here. So you cannot have 9 here. 9 cannot be in the arrow stem, so 9 would have to be here, right? Same way 9 cannot be here and cannot be here, so 9 would have to be here. So a few things, always in an arrow Sudoku you always look out for the 9s and the 1s. That is the most important thing here. So as you can see here, we can place a few more 9s. So 9s cannot be here, here cannot be on the arrow stem, so 9 would have to be here. Same way 9 would have to be here. That gives you 9 here, and that gives you a 9 here. So with that, we have covered all the 9s here. The start was very easy, checking out for all the 9s here. The most important logic that I saw in this Sudoku was really fascinating logic. I really got surprised with the logic here. Is, you know that 1 to 8 would have to be somewhere in these 8 cells, right? 1 2 3 anywhere. But as you can see, the the feature, the characteristics of 9 on an arrow Sudoku with is such a great thing that wherever you have 1 to 9 in this box in these 8 cells, correspondingly you will have 8 to 1 in these 8 cells on the arrow stem. That's excellent, right? So if you have 1 inside, you will have 8 outside. If you have 2 inside, you will have 7 outside. If you have 3 inside, you will have 6 outside. If you have 4 inside, you will have 5 outside. Same way again, now going vice versa. If you have 5 inside, you will have 4 outside. So such an excellent characteristics it has, such an excellent way this Sudoku has been constructed, so that all these 8 cells will have to be 1 to 8, and these 8 cells inside will also have to be 1 to 8, vice versa, right? Excellent. So which means that you need to have 1 to 8 on these 8 cells. So that can help you solve a bit, because as I can see, 8 cannot be in any of these 2 cells and any of these 2 cells on the arrow stem. So 8 would have to be in one of these 4 cells. So I'll just mark using the corner pencil marks here. Okay, sorry, my bad. I'll just okay, I won't mark because you might get confused here, but still let us keep that, we'll mark with the arrow pencil, corner pencil mark itself. Sorry, a new interface for me, so I'm just getting bit confused here, right? So 8 would have to be here. So if you press the shift here, you can use the corner pencil marks, and if you press the control here, you can use the center pencil marks here. So 8 would have to be in one of these 4 cells, right? Not on both the boxes. So you cannot have 8 here and 8 here. Only in one of these 4 cells you will have an 8. Same way, if you see here, one of these 4 cells would have a 6, right? And same way, one of these 4 cells would have a 7, because you cannot have 6 and 7 in these 4 cells here, because of the 6 and 7 markings given here. The givens, you cannot have 6 and 7 in one of these 4 cells. So 6 and 7 will have to be in one of these 4 cells. Nice. And as you can see here, because of the quadruple rule, we can say that one would have to be in one of these 4 cells, and one would have to be in one of these 4 cells. So in row 3, one would have to be in one of these 3 cells. One cannot be the greater value in the inequality symbol, so one would have to be here, right, in one of these 2 cells. Same way, one would have to be in one of these 4 cells and this 4 cells. So column 7 will have one in one of these 2 cells. Nice, right? So again, and with that we'll start continuing this Sudoku. Now the next thing that we'll do is try to mark all the possibilities of 8 in most of the boxes. That is the most important next logic here, I would say. So where can 8 be in this box? 8 cannot be here, right? 8 cannot be in the arrow stem, because that will force a 9 on the circle. That is not possible. So on the circle you can still have an 8. 8 cannot be here. So there are 3 possible places for the 8 to be placed in box 8, right? So I'll place that. Same way, you can have 8 in these 3 places in box 7. Okay, so in box 4, cannot have 8 here, you cannot have 8 here, cannot have an 8 here. So 8 would have to be in one of these 4 cells, right? Okay, we won't mark that here now. Let us see box 6 here. 8 cannot be here. So 8 would have to be in one of these 3 cells. So I can mark the 8 here, remaining 8 here, and 8 also cannot be here as well, because you cannot have 8 in the lesser side of the inequality symbol, and that will force a 9 here. So 8 can be in only these 3 cells, right? Okay. And why I was marking the 8 here, because there are a few things that I will let you know. The moment you write an 8 here, I directly see that I get a contradiction here, because if you write an 8 here, you need to have a 1 here, but you need to have 1 in one of these 2 cells as well. So what happens here is that, so if you write an 8 here, in this column 1 would have to be here, and for the arrow also 1 would have to be here, and you get a contradiction here. As you can see, it has been highlighted with the red one here. That's a nice one. So which means that you cannot have an 8 here. So I'll just remove the 8 corner pencil mark from here. So there are two possibilities for the 8 to happen in this box. But on the arrow stem from 1 to 8 that we have already deduced, 8 can only be in these 3 cells now. And there is a very look ahead logic here, very complex logic here with the 8s. I will just explain you that briefly. That was the breaking that helped me to solve this Sudoku. So just stay tuned and just see what the logic here is. So I need to eliminate 8 from this cell as well. So that was the most complicated logic here, but a very good one, I would say, a very good one. So what happens if you have an 8 here? You will need to have a 1 here, right? And you will have a 1 here in this box, because in this box, in this column, in this row, you need to have 1 in one of these 2 cells. So that forces 1 here. That forces 1 here. Now if you see, what happens here is that you will have an 8 here and 8 here. In the box, okay, just a second, I will just say what happens here. In the box 4 here, 8 would have to be here, because 8 cannot be in the arrow stem because it is already on the arrow stem. And because of the 1 here, you will have an 8 here. Now if you see here, what happens is, that in box 7, in box 8 and box 9, in any one of the boxes you won't be able to place the 8s. So in box 9 the 8 has to be here, and in box in box 7 8 would have to be here, and in box 9 8 would have to be here, and that gives you a contradiction because of the 8s here. That was a very sharp and very difficult logic here, and that directly proves that 8 cannot be here. So that directly eliminates 8 from this cell. And now we got two things because of this. A very good Sudoku, a very good logic, I would say. And on the arrow stem, on the 8 cells from the arrow stem, 8 would have to be in one of these 2 cells, so 8 gets eliminated from here. And in the box, in the box 6 here, you get only one place for the 8 to be placed, and we can directly place the 8 here now. That gives you a 8 in box 3, right? Superb. So that gives you 8 in box 4. That eliminates 8 from here. That eliminates 8 from here. That also gives you a 8 in box. Okay, so because of this 8, you get a 1 here, right? And directly gives you a 8 in box 5 here. That eliminates 8 from this cell, right? And of course 8 cannot be in these 3 cells. 8 cannot be here. 8 cannot be in any of these 2 cells, so 8 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. So we can have a corner pencil mark of 8 here. 8 would have to be in one of these 2 cells again, and 8 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. Okay. So because of the 8, you get a 1 here. We can directly place the 1 here, and that gives you a 1 in one of these 2 cells. Okay, can be anywhere. And of course, so this one is helping us. You have to keep that in mind, that all these cells, 8 cells on the arrow stem outside the box 5 will have numbers 1 to 8 exactly once, right? And you already got a 1 here, so you cannot have a 1 here, so 1 would have to be here. That's nice, right? So which means that we can eliminate 1 from this cell. We can eliminate 1 from this cell. And now the next important logic that I can see is that because of the 8 here, you get an 8 in one of these 2 cells. Now these 4 cells would have to be 2, 3, 4 and 8 in any order. You already have a 2, 3, 4 markings, pencil marks here because of the quadruple clue, and 8 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. So I can directly mark that these 4 cells would have to be 2, 3, 4 and 8. So these 3 cells are 1, 5 and 7, and because of the 7 here, you get a 7 here, right? So I'll just remove the corner. You get a 7 here, and these 2 cells becomes 1 and 5. And now these 3 cells become 2, 3, 4. So this would have to be 2, 3 because you cannot have a 4 here because of the quadruple clue. And because of the lesser sign, you can have 2, 3, 4 and 3, 4 here. 2, 3 and 3, 4 here, right? You cannot have a 4 here because you need something greater than 4 in this cell because of the inequality symbol. And that gives you directly a 2, 3 pair here, and this cell would have to be a 4 now. That gives you a 5 here. Excellent, right? Because of the arrow. Superb. So that is helping us at this point. So as you can see here, because of the 1 here, you cannot have 1 in any of these 3 cells, you cannot have a 1 in any of these 3 cells, you cannot have a 1 here, because there are two ways to see that. You cannot have 1 in the greater than symbol cell, and already 1 is placed on the one of the 8 arrow stems. So 1 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. That gives you a corner pencil mark of 1. And now that is again helping you guys. Where can you have 1 in column 7, a row 7? You cannot have 1 in these 2 cells because of the 1 here. You cannot have 1 in these 3 cells because of the pencil marks of 1 here. So there is only one place for the 1 to go. That gives you a 5 here. That gives you a 5 in one of these 2 cells, right? Corner pencil mark of 5. And that gives you 5 in one of these 3 cells. So again, corner pencil marks of 5. Don't get confused with the 6, 7 possibility here. Okay, 7 can be eliminated from these 2 cells. So 7 would have to be in these 2 cells. So now on the by the 8 cell logic here, 7 can only be in one of these 2 cells. So wherever you get a 7 here, this cell, one of these 2 cells would have to be 2, right? So if you have a 7 here, this would be 2. If you have a 7 here, this would be 2. That's nice. So let's see if that is helping us. Okay. So this cell cannot be a 5 now. I'll eliminate the corner pencil mark of 5. 5 can be in any of these 2 cells. So if this is 5, this would have to be 6. This would have to be 3. Okay, still possible. What can you have here? Because I can see this arrow is quite restricted. You cannot have 9, you cannot have 8, you can have 7, 6. Sorry. You can have 7, 6. You can't have 5, 4 and 3 as well, because the moment you have a 3, you'll have 1 and 2 and you cannot have anything here. So the only possibilities for this cell are 6 and 7. I can use that as a corner pencil mark, center pencil mark here. Okay. 1 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. Okay. Seems to be a tough one. Can we write anything here on this cells? 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? You cannot have 5 here, so this would have to be 2, 3, 4. The lesser symbol, so 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5 and 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 cannot be here, 2, 4 and 5. Okay, because of the 3, 4, 5 here, it will be 6, 5, 4. 4 cannot be here. So if you have a 4 here, you will have a 5 here. That is not possible. So because of the 3, 5, you will have 6 and 4. So if it is a 3, you will have a 6 here. If it is a 5, you will have a 4 here. Okay. That's excellent. You cannot have 2 in any of these 2 cells, because 2 would have to be here in one of these 2 cells because of the 7 here. 2 cannot be here, so 2 would have to be here in this column, in this row. That's nice. That's a nice logic here. That gives you a 7 here. Okay. That is helping us, guys. This is helping. So 7 would have to be in one of these 3 cells now. 3 would have to be in one of these 2 cells, right? In this row. 3 would have to be in one of these 3 cells. So 6 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. So 6 cannot be in one of these 2 cells now. That's nice. So 6 would have to be in one of these 2 cells, and because of the arrow stem logic here, 6 cannot be in these 2 cells now. So 6 cannot be here. 6 cannot be in these 2 cells as well. So 6 would have to be here. Excellent. Wow. That is awesome. And that should help us somewhere. So 7 would have to be in these 3 cells, and 6 also would have to be in these 3 cells. So 7 cannot be here. It can be 6 still. Not sure. Okay. Because of 6 being one of these 2 cells, 6 cannot be here. 6 cannot be here. So 6 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. Again, a corner pencil mark of 6. And 2 cannot be here, because you already have a 2 here now. So I'll eliminate 2 as a center pencil mark here. So you cannot have a 3 here now. So if you have a 3 here, you will have something lesser than 3, which is not possible. So this would have to be a 5 now. So that gives you a 4 here. Superb. Okay. So that eliminates 5 from this cell. You need to have 6 and 7 here, right? 3 4 6. So these two cells, these three cells are 3 4 6. 4 cannot be here. Okay. 81, you can have 72, you can have 60, you cannot have 72, 63 and 54. Possibility. If you have a 6 here, you'll have a 3 here. Okay, we are missing something easy here. Let us see. Let us write the possibilities of these cells. For the 7, you'll have 6 1 and 5 2, 4 3. 4 3 is not possible. 6 1 and 5 2. For the 6, you'll have 5 1 and 4 2 is not possible. Okay, so okay, still it is not solvable. We are missing something very easy logic, maybe. Not sure what we are missing here. Something easy we are missing, maybe. So let me write the pencil marks here, so that should help us. 3 6 7, 6 and 7. Okay, and these would have to be, okay, so 1 2 3 4. Where can 5 be? You cannot have a, you cannot have 5 in any of these two cells, right? Because that will force a 4 here because of the arrow. 5 cannot be here, so 5 would have to be here. That was a very easy logic that we have missed. That gives you a 5 here. Okay, and you cannot have 4 also in any of these two cells, because 4 in any of these two cells will have you a 5 here. Not possible. 4 cannot be here, 4 cannot be in these two cells, so this would have to be 4. That gives you a 3 here, that gives you a 2 here. That's nice. And because of the 2 here, you cannot have 7 in any of these two cells because of the arrow stem. That's nice. So that gives, eliminate 7 from here, so this would have to be a 7 now. That is a nice one. So this would have to be a 7 now. That gives you a 7 in one of these two cells. So 2 7, that gives you a 7 2 here, right? So wherever you have a 7, you'll have a 2, and wherever you have a 2, you'll have a 7. So that gives you a 3 here now. That gives you a 2 here, and 3 will give you a 6 here and a 4 here, and these two cells are 5 and 6, right? If you have a 5 here, you'll have 2 here. If you have a 6 here, you'll have a 1 here. So possible. So because of the 5, you'll have a 6 here. This gives you a 1, and this gives you a 3. That's nice. And now this Sudoku is really getting completed here. And as you can see here, both of these 3 6 pair will give you a 3 6 pair here as well, right? So you cannot have a 5 here. That gives you a 5 in this cell now. And something greater than 5 can only be 6, so that gives you a 3 here, a 6 here, and a 3 here. Excellent Sudoku, guys. Excellent Sudoku. Wow, this is really excellent. And now this cell cannot be 9, can be 8, can it be 7, 61, 52, 43? No, it cannot be 7 as well, because all the possibilities for 7 are eliminated. Cannot be 6, cannot be 5, cannot be 4, cannot be 3. So the only possibility is 8 now. And with the 8 you get 71. 7 and 1, 6 2 is not possible. 5 3 is not possible. So 7 and 1. So you'll have a 7 here. Oh sorry, you'll have a 1 here and a 7 here. That 7 gives you a 2 and a 7 here. That gives you a 2 and a 7 here. That's nice. That gives you a 2 here, and that becomes a 4 here, right? And now you need to have, what are the possibilities here? 1 3 4 and 6. This becomes 4, 1 3 6, right? Okay, it can be anyway. And this 4, okay, so this 9 cannot be 8 1 7 2 3 6 and 4 5. Still possible, right? 3 6 and 4 5 is still possible, because you have 4 5 is not possible, so 3 and 6 only is the possibility. So this becomes 3, this becomes 6. Okay, and that gives you a 4 5 and 8, right? So that gives you 8 here, a 5 here, a 4 here. Superb. So these 4 cells are 1 2 4 and 5. 1 5 is here, so 1 and 5 would have to be here. and 2 and 4. So 2 would be here, 4 would be here. That gives you 2 4 in these two cells. So 2 and 4, 3 and 8, right? So 3 and 8. That gives you a 3 here. So 1 and 6. So 1 and 6. That gives you a 1 here, a 3 here, and 2 and 7. So this would be 7, this would be 2. And with that we have completed this gorgeous Sudoku, guys. What an excellent Sudoku it was. Without the 8 breakings, this Sudoku was really a difficult one. And the moment you eliminate 8 from this cell, that was easy, that you get a 1 here and 1 here. And eliminating 8 from this cell was a really difficult task. But the moment you eliminated 8 from here, you were able to get a quadruple here. That was the intended solve path, because I can see that all these boxes has 2 possibilities, but this box has 3 possibilities, because the moment you get an 8 here, you get a 7 here because of the 7 here, and that really completes this Sudoku easily. What an excellent Sudoku. I really thank the author for such a wonderful Sudoku. I hope you enjoyed this Sudoku. Do like and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.